Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Baha, Rekwah Qudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and One West, who pioneered this truth, and also for the one who gave their life for this truth. The dead in Yahweh Shai shall arise first. Alright, Shalom to the Bayat Dawodah, which is the house of David, 144,000, the elect. And Shalom to the Akim out there, pushing his word with all truth, sincerity, and diligence, teaching the lost sheep of the house of Israel, who are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and the confusion of faces that have been scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. It's the brother Chazah Ahrayah from the men of our 12 West Coast, coming back at it again with another video. And this video is going to be dealing with, Israel, man, and the vibration of this truth. Alright, because this truth is already out there, man. Right, the reason why I say this is because it's more Jakes, right? More Israelites are starting to find out that they're Hebrew Israelites, man, of the 12 of their respective tribes. All right, and you got the confusion of faces that have been scattered abroad that are coming into the fold as well. All right, the confusion of faces, being the Israelites that have been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, that may look like the different nations, but their patrilineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, so basically, man, you got two little examples that I want to, bring out. The first one being, I haven't had a PlayStation Plus, because I'll be playing PlayStation to relax a little bit, But basically, the very first game I get into, which is a Call of Duty game, the very first game I get into, playing online, I look at the players that I'm playing against, the little gamer tags, and one of them had a clan tag, for brothers who play Call of Duty, you know what I'm talking about. But basically, one of them had a clan tag, which is a little parentheses, a little clan he put like right next to their name. And, clan tag, you could only put like 4 letters. And one of Jake's, he put on there was a YHWH, he put the Tetragrammatron up there, And the dude, he had a mic on, and, he was speaking, he was clanning people, he was pretty much a Jake, man. And basically I got on my mic and I asked about the Tetragrammaton. I said, that says Yahweh, doesn't it? He's like, yes, it does. That's exactly what it means. And I'm like, exactly, man. That's right. You and the truth. We chopped it up for a bit. We ended up adding each other on the PlayStation Plus. Sometimes we get back to the video games. We chop it up, But basically, it goes to show, I'm talking to him, I'm asking him like, hey, so how long you been in the truth for? He says he's been in the truth for like about a good year now. He says that, he learns from certain channels, but basically, the brother, he's in the truth basically, man. All right. More Israelites are starting to wake up, just the fact that happened. All right, because, what are the chances? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of Israelites are starting to find out that they're Israel, man. A lot of Israelites are starting to wake up to their true identity, man. So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Another example was this dude who was a barber. All right, one of the dudes I go to cut my hair at. I mentioned him in one of the last videos I did dealing with this topic. How Israel is waking up. I broke down to him the truth, a while back, and I just got my haircut. Last haircut I got was from that barber, and I was speaking to him, because he likes to talk about interesting things, ancient aliens. That's what he likes to look into, because he's out there, he's trying to find the truth, man. He's trying to find the truth. All right, that's something that I always noticed about Israel, is that they're always looking for the truth, man. Right, they're always looking for what to make sense of things, man. Right, they got that zeal, but not according to knowledge. All right, and he has that zeal, but he's always looking into that ancient alien shit, which it serves to bug people out. I told them about that. Ancient aliens is nothing but confusion, man. They sprinkle in a little bit of truth, but the vast majority of it is confusion, man. All right, and basically, we were chopping it up again in a barbershop, and I told him, hey, you remember me though, man? I told you about the Israelites. And he's like, oh yeah. And then, he's an Issacharite, so he told me, like, yeah, you're right, man. You're right. The black people are the real Jews, being of the tribe of Judah, right? Because the Jews, that's only one tribe. You know, so I was breaking down how there are 12 tribes, you know what I'm saying? I was further breaking down the truth to him. But he did tell me, though, it's very spiritual what he told me, man, because he said two things that are very spiritual. The first thing he said was, if the whole world knew that they were oppressing black people, and they were, that the black people they were oppressing, the black people they were treating like shit, you know, disrespecting, right, were really the Lord's chosen people, you know, being of the tribe of Judah, you know, everybody would feel like shit, which is true. You know, the nations do feel like shit. The nations, like, other than these fucking Edomites that wanna extinct the so-called, not the extinct, but these Edomites that wanna cut off Israel from being in remembrance. All right, these other nations, they know that we're the chosen people. These other nations actually like us, you know. Like, I be, you know, I go to college, I be talking to different people, man. These other nations, you know, some of them are Jake, and others, you know, are from the other nations. And let me tell you something about these other nations, man, with this Ishmael, Moab, even these fucking Edomites, man. They love chilling, man. They out here, you know, they very friendly. All right, the only ones that aren't friendly are those fucking, like, uptight Edomites, man. That's the only people that aren't friendly, man. Right, them like conservative looking Edomites, man. But everybody else, you know, they friendly, man. They like to kick it, they chill. All right, you got little Moabites, you know, I'll be talking to them, and they're like, yeah, man, they talk all nerdy to their friends. But when they come to me, they talk all, yeah, bro, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they out there trying to fit in type shit. You know, because they look at me, they think I'm all about that party lifestyle. You know. And they, you know, they talk about how much they smoked and shit. And if I smoke, I say I don't smoke, you know, because I don't do that shit. But basically, you know, that being an example, man, the world does feel like shit for what they did to the Israelites. That's why the world is in a negative vibration, right? Because there's nothing but wickedness being promoted by the so-called white man, you know. But getting back into the topic, right, he told me that, and I told him, you know, the world does feel like shit, man. And then I broke it down to him that only the elites, only the people in the Illuminati or whatnot, they know who the real Israelites are. They know that the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the real Israelites. That's why they got us living in these conditions. That's why they promote all this wickedness towards us. You know, he was like, and he was accepting it. You know, he was very, you know, he was sincerely listening. Like, yeah, that's actually really true. You know, dealing with all these rap songs, dealing with all these Mexican corridos, where all they do is talk about narco trafficking, right? Drug trafficking. You know, these and also you got that reggaeton, you know, which is like that Spanish you know, rapper, whatever, and all they talk about is you know, turning their women into harlots, man. You know, trying to putting out that vibration on our people, man. So I was breaking all that down to him. He was like listening, because with an open ear, with an open mind. He's like, yeah, you know, that's right. He didn't disagree not one bit, man. And then I told him about. He also told me another thing too, you know, because he was always agreeing. You know, he's like, yeah, you know, that's right, man. You know, he was always agreeing. And then the next thing he told me was a very spiritual thing. He said he had this feeling, right, which the Lord is putting the spirit of war on all the nations, even the men of Israel, man. All right, but you know, he told me that he had this feeling that the real warriors are gonna get called. All right, the real warriors are gonna rise up of our people. He said that. He said our real warriors are rising up. You know, I have this feeling, man. Like, I feel like the warriors are gonna rise up, and that's spiritual. He said that, man, because it really struck home. And I'm like, dang. Because the second he told me that, the scripture that came into my mind was the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 11, man. So I gave him the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 11. And that day, while I raised up the tabernacles of David, I made him read it. You know. And I told him, like, yeah, man, that's what's going to happen, man. The Lord is going to raise up warriors, man. All right. You got the book of, you know, the part that says, you know, when the enemy comes in like a flood, all right, I will lift up a standard against him, man. The Lord is going to lift up the warriors, man. The Lord is going to raise up the warriors, man. And I was explaining this to him, man, like the men of the Lord, the elect, 144,000, you know, they're going to get raised up, man. They're going to do damage, man. All right, according to the Lord's will, not our will, you know what I'm saying? Because we can't be carnal in this thing, man. All right.